We're here back in the Fantasy Bar, sixth place for you for Monday night on a smaller MLB slate, including a couple of my favorite value plays. A starting pitcher on the higher end I think is too cheap. We're going to get you a game stack started. And of course, my favorite play on the slate, who we talking about? Belly up to the Fantasy Bar and find out. Welcome in, guys. Monday edition Beers Daily Fantasy six-pack. Welcome into the Fantasy Bar. Six of my favorite plays for you tonight on FanDuel and DraftKings. Before we get into the plays, a couple things. My voice a little hoarse, coaching softball all weekend long, so we'll try to get through this here. But make sure you're hitting that like button, guys. Really helps us out here on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, get notified when these videos are coming out. Lastly, head over to scoresandodds.com for tons of great sports betting information, analytics, and of course, premium picks to make your life easy. That link right below me in the description of the video. All right, smaller slate of games here on Monday. Slate starts a little bit earlier than normal, so make sure you got that. Doesn't look like any weather concerns. So let's jump right into it here. Let's start with one of those value plays I promised you. That's Chas McCormick of the Astros. Now, solid value here on McCormick, especially 3K on DraftKings. Anytime we can get a hitter, in my opinion, under 4K in a good lineup, that's something you certainly got to take a look at, especially in your cash games. Likely going to garner some ownership in tournaments as well. I'm not worried about it. This guy's been good. Hits in 5 straight games, 4 multi-hit games for him over the last 10. And we know a very limited sample here on McCormick, but been good against lefties so far. ISO over 200, Woba at 340, and a solid 50% hard contact rate. Gonzalez, somebody we can certainly pick on with righties. You see that ISO over 260, and the power mix we're always talking about. 49% fly ball rate, 40% hard contact rate, and McCormick loves to hit that sinker. Again, very limited sample, but 444 ISO against that pitch. Woba at almost 600. He's going to see a ton of those today. Matches up well. Too cheap, Chas McCormick. Great value here on this Monday night slate. All right, let's stay in the outfield. We're going to spend some money on GIANCARLO Stanton of the Yankees. I get it. Yankees going to be very popular tonight. Aaron Judge probably going to be the highest owned player on this slate with the way he's swinging the bat right now. So stacks, of course, Stanton going to be included, but we're going to get a discount on ownership here. Judge v. Stanton. So let's go Stanton here. Hits in 6 straight games, 3 of them being multi-hit games, 2 home runs over that same stretch. And again, a good pitching matchup here with Stripling. Stripling has struggled against righties. 342 Woba, 231 ISO. Solid power mix for us as well at 40 and 40%. But throws a lot of fastballs half the time. 2 right-handed hitters. We're talking a 428 Woba, ISO over 300. Also mixes in that slider about a quarter of the time. Again, good numbers here for Stanton. Woba at almost 400. ISO once again over 300. Great play here tonight. A little chalky for sure, but Stanton big time upside against Stripling. All right, let's get to our starting pitcher here. A stud I think is still underpriced, and that's Max Fried of the Braves. So under 10K for this guy feels like stealing. I'm going to be honest with you. Some of the other prices on the slate tonight, easy for me to pass. Go down to Max Fried here. Solid history against these current Mets bats. Very good against both righties and lefties. Woba under 285. ISO under 140 against both. And strikeouts are certainly here. 7 of the projected bats, 20% or higher strikeout rates against left-handed pitching. So strikeouts were a bit down in that last start. I think they jump back up here tonight. Max Fried, simply too cheap here tonight on both sides against the New York Mets. All right, back to value. Can go first base or outfield here with Ryan Mountcastle of the Orioles. So I think a nice sneaky stack here is the Baltimore Orioles. We've talked about them a few times. Prices across the board are super cheap, and anytime again you get a heart of the order hitter under 3,000 on DraftKings, you certainly got to take a look. And very rarely is a guy more expensive on FanDuel. I don't hate him over there at 3,100, to be honest with you. Hits in 10 of the last 12 games. Very good against fastballs. 289 ISO against that pitch. And Paddock throwing that pitch a ton, as we know, almost 70% to right-handed hitters. So good matchup there. Paddock struggles with righties. 358 Woba. A lot of power allowed at 213 in the ISO department, and that hard contact goes right along with that at 43%. So Baltimore, solid, cheap stack for you, whether it's a part of your 5-3 builds on DraftKings or you go 5 Orioles or even. This is a one-off play to save you some money. A lot of builds. Fit Ryan Mountcastle very, very well here. Get him in those lineups tonight. All right, let's stay on the infield. This one, second base or shortstop, Jorge Polanco of the Twins. We'll get this game stack going for you. This is one I certainly want to target on both sites here. Polanco, slow start to the season. Numbers are ugly, no doubt. Had a good game yesterday, but the prices have really come down on him. So it's a fantastic buy low, and a guy we know has hit righties well, hits the fastball well as well. Let's start with the righties, 240 ISO, 349 against them. That fastball, Woba sitting at almost 400, big time power against it as well with the ISO department at 360. Wells, decent numbers against lefties, no doubt. Nothing jumps off the page except the power mix, 36% hard contact rate, but an alarming 50% fly ball rate to lefties. That's not good. Polanco gonna get it going sooner rather than later. I think that starts here tonight against the Baltimore Orioles. All right, it's time to take a look at my favorite play for Monday night. Before we do that, let's continue our Beast of the Night contest. A thank you to you guys for hanging out in the fantasy bar and checking out the video. Appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button if you have not done that yet. And all you have to do, get in the comment section right below the video and guess fantasy points on FanDuel tonight for my favorite, actually for my highest scoring hitter of my 5 bats. I'm going to give you, just need those fantasy points. The closest guess wins themselves a free week of RotoGrinders Premium. I also want to know who's your beast of the night. Who's your top play of the night? Sound off in that comment section. All right, let's wrap this baby up. My favorite play for Monday night, you know, Mass, the beast of the night. All right, beast time. We're not done with that game. Baltimore, Minnesota. Let's stay on the Twins side. Let's spend some money here in the outfield with Byron Buxton of the Twins, tonight's beast of the night. Absolutely love the spot here tonight for Buxton, who has been a beast. To open the season here. 5 multi-hit games for him. 7 home runs already on this early campaign, first month of the season. And over the last year and a half, this guy has destroyed right-handed pitching. 366 ISO form, Woba over 400, and a big 48% hard contact rate. Now, we said Wells, decent against lefties, not so much against righties. Gives up that power, 215 ISO. We love to see. And again, that alarming fly ball rate at over 50% and a hard contact rate here against righties at 45%. So our patented power mix in play here for Byron Buxton. Whether you stack this game or not, Byron Buxton, the premium bat that I want to spend up for here on this slate tonight, making him easily my favorite play on the board and tonight's beast of the night. All right, guys, that'll wrap us up here for Monday night talking MLB. As always, if you have any comments, questions, feedback, that comment section is there for you. Don't forget, highest scoring hitter on FanDuel for a shot at some free RotoGrinders Premium. Just need a guess on fantasy points along with your beast of the night. Let me know who your top play is here on this Monday night slate. For RotoGrinders.com, I am Beer saying salut, guys. Best of luck here tonight. We'll be right back here tomorrow. 6 more plays for the Tuesday slate. Good luck tonight. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, thanks for checking out our videos. If you want more expert advice on DraftKings, FanDuel, or any other daily fantasy sports, make sure you check out the current videos playlist